Okay, looks like everything is working as expected. The ancient war of the Magi. When its flames receded, the world was left in ruins, and the power of magic was lost. Over the next 1,000 years, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic as life slowly returned to the land. Yet there now stands one who would awaken magic and use its dread power as a means to conquer all the world. Could humanity truly be foolish enough to repeat its past mistake? Final Fantasy VI, T Edition. English translation A. Welcome everyone. I got quarantined, so I decided I'd maybe have some fun just doing some Final Fantasy. I have played through a little bit of T Edition. I've gotten to the sealed cave, but that's as far as I've gotten. There's the city. Hard to believe an Esper's been found frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Bah, probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident that the information was good. Ah, yes, our witch. I hear she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? Relax. With that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. The girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out. One second, it appears I need to adjust the stream audio just a little bit. hopefully that fixes things. I'm gonna... That opening sequence of the 3 Magitech armors moving up against the city of Narsh is still one of the very best. Oh. The ancient war of the Magi. When its flames receded, the world was left in ruins, and the power of magic was lost. Over the next 1,000 years, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, as life slowly returned to the land. Yet now there stands one who would reawaken magic, and use its dread power as a means to conquer all the world. Humanity truly be foolish enough to repeat its past mistake. Final Fantasy VI T Edition, English Translation A. We're playing this because I got quarantined, and as such, I decided I'm going to have some fun tonight. I'm going to play a game and hopefully live stream it and see if anyone else wants to join me, or maybe potentially learn something new about maybe one of their old favorite games. There's the city. Hard to believe an Esper's been frozen there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Bah, probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident that the information was good. Yes, our witch. I hear she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? Relax. With that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. The girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out. I might not have been alive when this game was released, but even I can tell that this opening cinematic crawl from the Final Fantasy VI on the Super Nintendo, with the opening credits playing, probably was one of the cooler introductions to a game that people used to get back in the day. I'll go quiet now, that way you can hear it better. I'm just taking the scene. So we arrive in Narsh. The girl takes point. And don't waste time with the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. One glitch that's been in pretty much every version of Final Fantasy VI is if you switch characters around and then move back, then Terra's in the front, even no matter which position in the party she's in. She's always presented as the main character here. You open up a menu and it goes back to the way it should be. So we started by putting the mysterious green-haired girl in the back row. This will have the amount... Actually, they changed in T Edition. This will third the amount of damage that she takes from all attacks. Imperial Magitech armor. Not even Narsh is safe anymore. And here we start with one of the first and most obvious changes to T Edition that you'll notice right away is that the Magitech skills are no longer exclusive to just Terra. Bioblaster, Confuser, Banisher, Magitech Missile, all of these are now available to both Biggs and Wedge. It's pretty nice. Makes them a bit more useful in combat. Go through some settings real quick. Make sure the battle speed. Attack speed is set to fast. Meters on. Retain the cursor. And black magic, white magic, space time. There we go. And battle mode, wait. Alright. Oh, another change. In standard Final Fantasy, you had to wear a special relic called the Sprint Shoes in order to run. Now you just hold down the B button and you're running. It's a very nice change. Pincer attacks were something that Final Fantasy VI introduced that not a lot of other games at the time had. They really made combat pretty nice to be able to use. There was no telling whether you were going to get back attacked from the front, or if maybe you'd land an ambush on the enemies. Alright, let's end this guy with a Magitech Beam. And let's see if we can't... Nope, weren't able to get them to run away. If they ran away, then Terra, or Mysterious Girl, would have gotten all of the experience, but instead, it's split amongst the three of them. Alright. Let's give a heal force to Mystery Girl, and then a Bioblaster. Yeah, that's a good thing. She was starting to get a little bit low on health. Alright, and everyone gains a level up. Looking pretty good for everyone. And now we enter into the caves of Narsh. According to our source, they unearthed the frozen Esper in a new mineshaft they were digging. This must be it. And we immediately get into an encounter. So, I would use Bioblaster, but I'm pretty sure that the rat absorbs poison. So, let's just go with standard Magitech attacks. There we go. And just like that, the battle is won. Alright. And much the same. Just like that, the battle is won. Do you want to learn about save points? Nope, I got them. Save in the second slot. There we go. Wouldn't want to accidentally overwrite my old save file. That'd be pretty bad. I'll handle this. Stand back. We're not handing over the Esper. Ymir! Get him! So, apparently the snail's name is Ymir. I, kind of like that as a name. Pretty cool. I know that in the original translation they always just called it Welk. So, giving it a name is pretty nice. Hold it! This thing's, there was a train to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this thing is? Ever heard of a thunder whelk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell. Right. So, whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Got it. So, this is another example of Final Fantasy VI showing off its new mechanics right away. It first gave you ambushes, where you actively got ambushed by the enemies, and now it's showing you enemies that react as the battle moves on, showing that you actively need to think of when to attack and when you're supposed to wait. Because if you simply go wild and just keep attacking, then there is a high chance that you'll accidentally hit the shell. And that is definitely not good. Because if you attack the shell, it counters. And we saw how much damage it did with a regular lightning attack. I don't want to see a counterattack lightning. That could very easily put our party out of commission if we attacked it at the wrong timing. So now we play the waiting game. Here it comes back out. Make sure to attack the shell. And only the shell. Make sure not to attack the shell. And definitely attack the head. Don't know what I said earlier, but I don't think it was what I was supposed to say. There we go. First battle of the game. And just like that, the first boss has been defeated. Obtained a high potion, and that's it. And here it is. The Esper, frozen in ice, that we've been sent to retrieve. So, this is the frozen Esper. This thing's giving me the creeps. Something's not right. The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Where's that light coming from? What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey, what's going on? Well, that was the game. Tara died, unfortunately, before we even learned her name, too. How absolutely tragic. Well, thank you for watching. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. She's perfectly fine. However, Wedge and Biggs, they unfortunately weren't so lucky. We never see them again for the rest of the game. They probably went off to Star Wars to be the Gold Squadron and Red Squadron leaders, because, fun fact, that's actually where their names come from. They're the Star Wars characters. Strangely enough, in this game, every single clock, almost every clock, has an elixir in it. Elixirs are really good healing items. So finding them that prevalently is pretty nice. Where am I? Where am I? And I just removed the crown. My head hurts. Easy there. This is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making it so you do whatever they told you. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry. It'll all come back to you. In time, that is. A mysterious young woman, born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Gestalian Empire. Tara. My name is Tara. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. Open up! We're here for the Magitech armor pilot. Open this door right now and hand over that girl. She's an agent of the Empire. Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way, quickly. Alright. And out we go. Up there. Looks like we're already a fugitive on the run, and we've barely started the game. So, Tara, if I were to attack all these enemies one by one, it would be a pretty long fight, but thankfully, Tara has access to fire. Which, especially at the beginning of the game, is very good for one-shotting enemies. As we saw during the opening cutscene, magic has been very much eliminated from the world as a whole. The fact that Tara is capable of casting it is why they called her a witch in the opening cutscene, and it's why she's considered this extremely powerful tool for the Empire. One thing you've likely noticed is that the enemies are certainly getting attacks off faster than they would in the base game, that is, if you've played the base game. I know a lot of people watching probably might not have played the base game, might be family members of mine, but that's one thing that T Edition did. It made the game as a whole harder by increasing the rate of enemy attacks, for one. It also made a couple other changes that I've really enjoyed personally. We'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption. I am back. Alright, we've got a Phoenix down in a tent. Very good items to have. One heals an ally who has been rendered unconscious, and one is used as a complete heal either at a save point or on the world map. There she is! she falls. Poor Terra. Takes a couple steps, and everything goes blurry. My sweet little magic user. With the slave crown, you'll be all mine. Good. Burn them all to a crisp. Already it seems a few of Terra's memories are coming back, and they don't appear to be good ones. Soldiers of the Empire, we stand at the dawn of a new age. The lost power of magic has returned to us. We are the chosen ones. The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way. Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gestal! Okay, game over. Terra's dead. See you guys next stream when we're going to be playing something. Oh, wait. Nope, not over yet. Still not over. Took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume? A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler, searching the world over for relics of the past. This, our friends, is Lock Cole. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Anyway, is there something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. You don't mean? The city guard is pursuing her as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but it won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. I tried to explain that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. Alright, so, you want me to get out of Narsh? That would be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. Now we've got her. Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. And here come the Moogles. One of Final Fantasy's mini mascots. Are you saying you want to help? Use us to protect Terra from the guards. Would you like an explanation, Kippo? Nah, we're fine. Alright. Block off the major routes. Oh, that one went too far. There we go. And let's see if we can skip the normal fighting and skip right to the boss. Ah, shoot. Looks like I messed up and got in battle with one of them. Blizzard. steel. Alright, Margaret can go in the back row because Margaret's using a whip. Alright, real quick open the menu, put Margaret in the back row, and let's take on this boss. The guard leader with 2 silver logos with him. Hey, got a mithril knife off of him. That's not too bad. That's a good upgrade for Locke, actually. There we go. So let's see if we can't equip Locke's dagger and replace it with this mithril knife. And Locke still isn't doing too much damage, but that's alright. It's more than he would have been doing otherwise. That's not the greatest. So Locke, meanwhile, I have decided is going to use potions, since he's doing the least damage of all 3 of them. Oh yeah, potions did get a healing upgrade in this game. They do more healing now. In the base game, they did roughly 50, I think. Actually set 50. Now they do 90 if they use in battle, which is definitely a lot more, and makes them a bit more valuable to use. Just like that, the battle against the guard leader has won. And with that, Terra is saved. Thanks, Moogles. We're in your debt. This switch oughta... You back with us now? You saved me. Save your thanks for the Moogles. I have no memory of that, or anything else from my past. You lost your memory? A man said it would come back eventually. So you've got amnesia. Don't worry. I won't leave your side until your memory returns. I'm not going to up and abandon someone just because they lost their memory. I'll keep you safe, I promise. And this ends the first opening of the game, getting Terra out of Narsh. And in this room we can find a tutorial that not only teaches you the basics about the game, but if you already know a lot about the game, you can talk to this guy and tell him that you're an expert. At which point, all of the dialogue by these people in the studies room, will begin to now be about... instead of just the standard how to play the game, it's how to play the T edition. You can see detailed equipment information by double-clicking it while in the item menu. Press left below on the details screen to see even more information about an item. You can even see which special abilities a piece of equipment is compatible with. You can also see which magic spells a piece of equipment will teach when equipped. For example, you go into your items, grab the dagger, it can be used by Terra and Locke, and has an attack of 14. There are some pieces of equipment that won't be auto-equipped if you use the Equip menu's best command. This includes special equipment like the Atmo weapon, and absorption weapons like the Blood Sword. Oh, that's one other thing that I really like about this. Let's see. Oh, an ether. That's a line for Terra when she opens a chest. When Locke opens a chest, he says, "Wow, what a find! An ether." Every character has their own special dialogue for opening chests now. Relics don't remove existing status elements when equipped. Keep that in mind. Some characters learn magic naturally when leveling up. These characters include Magitek Soldiers, Rune Knights, and Pictomancers. And we've got a Magitek Soldier right here. For the B button, you'll move twice as fast. You'll be places that are only accessible when the lead party member has certain status elements. Monster in a box. There we go. That's what I was hoping to get out of that, a potion. Along with the other potion. New Game Plus resets all treasure chests as well as which monsters appear on the veldt. But it's good to know. I haven't even unlocked New Game Plus in my proper file yet, so just have to wait. Yep, that's standard. Combat room. Get a tent. And see if there's anything in this room over here. Advanced combat room. A potion. Alright. And here is the achievements room. It's brand new to this game. You can see your achievements here, and I believe this is a room where you have to patch the game to add more bosses, only after getting a certain distance into the base game. And it's pretty cool to think about that, because I'm already having trouble with it. I can't imagine adding a bunch of super difficult bosses as well. But with that, we leave Narsh. Find a couple Mandragoras, which those, I believe, are from a different Final Fantasy game. They are not from Final Fantasy VI. And then a Leaf Bunny, which, yes, this is actually from the base game. Yeah, I find it pretty cool that a bunch of new enemies were added as well from other Final Fantasies. It really gives it a sense of this is a Final Fantasy VI ROM hack that takes Final Fantasy VI and just makes it more Final Fantasy-like. It doesn't try to throw its own random spin on things. It takes what's already there and what's in other Final Fantasies and kind of blends it all together into a nice Final Fantasy potpourri, if you will. Alright. Hopefully we don't have random encounters this abundant throughout the entire game. I might speed the game up for a little bit until we get to Figaro. Well, looks like we made it to Figaro. Guess speeding up was working. Halt! Oh, it's you. Proceed. I love this song so much. Go and speak to the king. You wouldn't know by looking at it, but this castle is loaded with advanced technology. For example, whoops, it's all top secret. One thing that I want to buy now, if I have the money for it, is a noise blaster. There we go. That is a very good item in this game. Gold needle. Might want some more antidotes, actually. There we go. Needle, echo, herb, phoenix down. There we go. Alright. That should be good for shopping. Let's go see the king. You mean this young woman is... Who are you? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me to turn my back to a lady on our very first meeting. The young king of Figaro Castle, imperial ally, and champion of the technological revolution. Everyone meet King Edgar. Edgar Roni Figaro. I am Edgar Roni Figaro, the king of Figaro. Surprised that someone like me knows a king. Well, I'll catch you two later. So, you're an Imperial soldier, right? Don't worry. Figaro and the Empire are allies. Feel free to rest here as long as you'd like. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. Why are you being so kind to me? Is it because of my abilities? I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I'm dying to know if I'm your type. I guess your abilities would rank a distant third. What's the matter? Guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. I suppose a normal girl would have felt something from those words, but not me. Poor Tara, she's amnesic, and the first thing she wakes up to is King Edgar's flirting. Wouldn't want to be in that situation. I believe this is the way I have to go. You're basically given free reign to roam around Figaro for a little bit until you find her, the matron. Or the High Priestess, as she's called in this translation. Edgar has a twin brother, you know. He was such a nice boy, always thinking of his family. Edgar, what's wrong with Dad? Why is everyone talking about his successor? Are you blind? Haven't you seen how thin his face has become? What do you mean? Edgar! Are you crying? Edgar's twin brother, who traded the throne for his own freedom. Sabin. Ah, yes, Sabin. I'm sure he's a fine young man by now. He was just a boy when he left, even smaller than his brother. I often wonder where he is now and what he's doing. So, a little fun fact that most people probably know, Sabin's name in Japan isn't actually Sabin, it's Messias, or translated, could either be called Matthias or Matthew. But, of course, this doesn't translate perfectly to English, so instead of trying to call him something that will fit into 6 letters, like Matthias spelled wrong, or Mash, as some translations have done. They gave him the name Sabin. The king's brother was so disgusted by the succession that he fled the castle, never looking back. I foretell that the entire matter was settled by the flip of a coin. Well, how do you like my castle? King Edgar, there's someone from the Empire here to see you, sire. Kefka, no doubt. Philly! Emperor Gestal's stupid orders! Edgar, you pinhead! Why do you have to live out in the middle of a stinking desert? These recon jobs are the pits! Ahem! There's sand on my boots! Hold on, sir. How pathetic! Sir Kefka, what in the world brings you? Out of my way! You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom next, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance? With this miserable little sandpit? Don't make me laugh. I hear you've been busy down south, taking over a country or three. Just what is the Empire up to? That's none of your concern. What brings Emperor Gestal's own court mage, Kefka, to my humble castle? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she found refuge here. This wouldn't happen to do with that witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? Lies! She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? That's a tough one. There are more girls here than grains of sand in the desert. A man couldn't possibly keep track of them all. Oh, Edgar, you know you only stand to lose by trying to hide her from us. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. Figaro has an alliance with the Empire. I didn't like the sound of that. So, where did Tara go anyway? Take her to her room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the Chancellor and I need to do some planning now. Being a king's not all tea and crumpets, if you'll excuse me. Follow me? No, I don't think I will. And yet he gets ahead of you anyways. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you around like this without giving you a chance to rest. I'm Locke, right? Edgar told me about you. Is it true you're a thief? I'm a treasure hunter! On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. Truth is, he's collaborating with an underground resistance group called the Returners. I serve as their go-between. That old man you met in Narsh is one of us too. The Empire? But I'm an Imperial soldier. Not anymore. They were using you, that's all. Things are different now. It's just, I don't know what I should do. Whenever I try to think, it just makes my head hurt even worse. All that matters is that you make your own decisions from now on. You don't have to think too hard right now. You know what you want to do when the time comes. But how will I know which choice is right? Wait a second. Oh, good. Sorry, I checked my stream on my phone, and I checked it during that cutscene, and I swear it looked like I was just streaming a black screen for a second there. What in the... castle is ablaze. What's going on? It's the Empire! Kefka, he... What do you think you're doing? Fire! Fire! Bring me the girl, now. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh? Then enjoy the barbecue! Get her ready. Yes, sire. Had a change of heart? It seems I have no choice. Except maybe I do. Oh my, the brave and noble king abandons his people to save his own skin. How utterly delightful. Jump! Alright, sink her into the sand. Yahoo! This is still one of my favorite scenes from this game. Figaro dive mode engaged. The entire castle transforms. Witness the glory of Figaro as the entire castle submerges itself into the desert below, leaving Kefka lying on the surface of the sand. Boss fight time. 2 Magitech hammers. I forgot to put Terra in the front row again. Shoot. Oh good, she blocked. So, Terra uses fire, as she always does. Rock steals, and Edgar uses an ice blaster. Gotta work on my throat for this. What's the matter, Edgar? What made you jump like that all of a sudden? Did you just see that? You did, right? Right? Yeah, this kid's really something, huh? Really something? That's what's magic. Magic! Magic? She used magic? Terra. Your name was Terra, right? What exactly was that just now? I'm sorry, No, we should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make such a big deal of it. Nor did I. It's just surprised me. I mean, I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... It doesn't matter, does it, Edgar? Terra can use magic and we can't. That's all there is to it. The fact is, her magic could really help us right now. Thank you, Luck. Thank you, Edgar. Blaster. Yes, got them both. Good. Noise Blaster is capable of confusing all the enemies on the field. That's why I made sure to buy one. Especially when they start using magic attacks on each other, which do not actually cause confusion to break. So now we just wait for them to beat each other up, and just crossbow, and go for some attacks. And if the auto crossbow doesn't do it, the last fire will. Bravo, Figaro. Son of a sandworm, you'll pay for this! Voice acting Kefka is fun. It's gonna kill my throat tomorrow, but I don't really have any classes tomorrow because the only thing I have is a lab, which I'm quarantined, so I can't go to. So nothing to really strain my voice on, anyways. Those bad people, I'm scared. Tira, there's someone who'd like you to meet. Like it was before, where members of the Returners. Would you be willing to meet our leader? Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic. That Esper reacted to your magical powers. There's got to be a connection. I don't know any more than you do. These powers just come naturally to me. But no human is born with the powers you have. Forgive me. What should I do? The Empire will be coming after us. They want your powers for their own. And if they get them, the world is done for. Tara, you want to understand your powers, don't you? And I think you should meet with Bannon. He may be able to help you find out more about why you have them. Please, Edgar's right. There's a cave just south of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's head in that direction. So we take the chocobos all the way down to South Figaro. Save the game. And my throat is already starting to give me a little bit of trouble. I probably shouldn't be streaming while sick, but well, I think that's a sign that I should probably be done for a while. So with that, I'm going to say thank you all for watching, and I'm going to cut the stream here.